fairly clean there. My hat goes off to our fans for the job they did today, man. They were unbelievable, loud, aggressive, and we appreciate all that. Also to the Ravens and John, he's got a team that's a little bit banged up right now, and he's battling through that. But put up a great fight today, and I'm glad things worked out, obviously, the way they did. I was proud of our big guys on both sides of the ball. I thought they played well, and they knew coming into this game here that it's always going to be physical. Doesn't matter who's playing on either side, but it's going to be a physical game, and I thought our guys stepped up and came through in that area. Pat had a big day. Good to get Worthy back in there in the mix. He had a big day. Kels, likewise. And Pat hit a bunch of different receivers, which I think was a positive, and the run game got going, with Pacheco. So all in all, a good day offensively, and then defensively, I thought right from the get-go, after that first drive, that we just put our foot down. Spags had a nice plan there, and the guys executed. It was great to get Chris back. His aunt died, and it was good to get him back here, most of all to celebrate her life and then work his way back, wanting to be here with his teammates. Leo interception was incredible. Just as being a football fan, that was an incredible play. I'm proud of him and the job that he did. And then holding Derek to the yards that we did, he's a beast, and we were able to take care of him there. So, and then special teams, I thought all the way around, special teams was good. Button missed a 56-yarder, but that's 56 yards, so we've gotten spoiled. But he's fine, and we'll get right back in the swing there he did with the last two. So I think I hit everybody. So time's yours.
Andy, a lot of things that made the offense go better, but I wonder if you could elaborate a little bit on Worthy and what his presence does to change the dynamic a little bit.
Yeah, well, I thought Matt used him the right way, and put him in great positions, and then Worthy didn't flinch at all. People were worried about the shoulder and so on, but he right from the start he gets the first play and goes, and that's the way he's approached his rehab and everything else, and I'm glad he came out, healthy. But I thought the way Nags used him was smart job there.
It seemed like Patrick was especially in the zone today, I guess, for lack of better terms. What do you think led to that?
Yeah, I think having all those guys there, that helps. I mean, you start getting guys back in there and mixing it up. I thought the offensive line protected him, well for the most part. So he feels good.
Andy,
I was going to say, were you confident Chris was going to be here in time? And I guess it came down pretty close.
Yeah, it was close. I mean, listen, he had to do what he had to do there. I mean, that's not something you plan on or anything else. So you take care of that first, and then the game kind of comes secondary, when you start dealing with life and death.
Andy, just from a managing the situation perspective, like, you probably didn't know exactly when you get here.
I knew when he was going to get here. Yeah.
But have you had that happen, that kind of late arrival under these circumstances before? And is there some guessing game a little bit? And how much?
Yeah, you just hope there's no mechanical problems that slow the plane down from taking off. But I mean, he had it all worked out, and Brian Schaefer did a great job with it, organizing the whole thing and making it work. So. But,
Coach, you mentioned Leo's play. It seemed like a big momentum play too.
Yeah, it was big. I thought it was just all the way around, momentum included. But I mean, spectacular play. Period. Athletic.
And he's shown you the ability to catch the ball. I know he had an interception before, but it's a difference.
Yeah, not with one hand. So yeah. Sometimes he struggles with two hands, but this was a good one. This was a good one.
Coach, when you have all the guys back, does it really open things up for everybody?
Well, it did today. So the speed was good, and Pat's got trust. He's developing. I mentioned that he's developing more trust in 5 and more trust in 80, and so now you add one into the mix who he's already got time with, game time. I think that's important. So I think that just kind of brought it together, and they fed off of each other's success there.
Coach, Rashawn Smith got more touches today. What do you see from him in the running back room?
Yeah, we've been trying to increase some of his play time. He's got a lot of talent, so we're working him in different spots. We were able to get Royals in, too, a couple rookies. Brett's done a nice job with these rookies that are playing in the game. We got a few of them. So, anyways, yeah, we're just giving them a little bit at a time as we go.
You're not a big individual sack. I was the youngest player against 250 touchdowns.
Yeah, phenomenal.
What does that mean?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. That's incredible. Whatever you write good about him, he deserves, man. I'm gonna tell you, you can give him everything. A Joker is unbelievable. We're lucky to have him.
But you mentioned the yellow line, it's looking pretty clean, penalties and stuff like that, you get back and grade everything, but that's kind of the progress you've been looking for throughout the year.
Yeah, listen, you've got to be able to do that to play against this team. You've got to be able to handle the front part of it, and I thought the guys did some good things. I'll go back, look at it, and see what was real and not real, but I felt pretty good coming out of it. We'll see.
By extension, short yardage situations seem to be pretty solid to
Yeah.
offensive linemen.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they were getting after it a little bit up front. So it's great competition. These two teams, yeah, I mean, it's the competition you love. I mean, that's why we're in this thing. So.
Ravens came in scoring at least 30 points game so far. Can you say about Steve's plan?
Yeah, he had a great plan. Great plan. You take that first drive out and then that last run. I mean, and he had a good day. So, I mean, it was, he got so mad after that last run, he about jumped out of his shoes. So, but he's and his coaches too. I don't want to slight the guys either, but they've all done a nice job there defensively, and I'd say the same thing with the offensive guys and special teams too. So, all right, great.
The Baltimore Ravens had their wings clipped on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs. Baltimore suffered a 37-20 loss to the Chiefs on Sunday in a relatively non-competitive matchup that saw quarterback Lamar Jackson injured midway through the third quarter. Kansas City had their way with their AFC rivals in the matchup. Patrick Mahomes tallied 4 touchdowns in the throttling, with a late touchdown by Ravens running back Justice Hill maybe icing the bruise a bit, with the score not indicating the type of game it was. Xavier Worthy is back like he never left. After missing Week 2 and 3 with a shoulder injury he suffered in Week 1, Worthy led the Chiefs in targets, 8, and yards, 83 on Sunday against the Ravens, in addition to tying for the team lead in catches. His return to the field seemed to open up the Chiefs' verticality on offense once again and helped lead the Chiefs to a second straight win. The defending AFC champs are alive and well. Kansas City's red zone struggles disappeared against the Ravens' defense. Baltimore is extremely banged up on that side of the ball, but the Chiefs did what any contender would do and took advantage. Xavier Worthy provided a massive boost to the offense, and Rashee Rice's return approaching next month, the rest of the AFC should be worried, again.